An island made of volcanoes. Everywhere you look there is lava, thrown out of the heart of the earth, volcano after volcano, a hot place in a cold climate. So, with what is happening now, we ask the question, is Iceland's famous attraction, the Blue Lagoon, doomed? This is a question we and many others are asking now. We recently uploaded a video of our trip to Iceland. In the video, we showed the Blue Lagoon. It was one of our bucket list trips to visit this famous Icelandic destination. We said that at the time we created the video, there were tremors and eruptions not very far away from the Blue Lagoon. Now we see there is even more trouble for those living in southwest Iceland. There have been thousands of tremors each day, and uprising magma from far beneath the surface is causing cracks and damage on the surface. An entire town has been evacuated and the famous Blue Lagoon has now been closed. The Blue Lagoon gets the supply of hot water from the outlet of the Svartsveni geothermal power station. That power station is on the front line of the present trouble. Authorities are working hard to try and protect it from what they fear could be a major volcanic eruption. Then, the Blue Lagoon is more than just a pool of hot water. It hosts a hotel, restaurant and spas. It is run by a company founded in 1992, which has won many accolades. To understand what is the driving force of the volcanoes, you need to realize that Iceland is formed by volcanoes as it sits on the mid-Atlantic ridge, where the Earth is split between the Eurasian and the North American tectonic plates. This ridge is where pressure inside the Earth is pushing magma up to form new crust, thereby pushing America and Eurasia apart. Iceland is formed by that very action. In Iceland, you can clearly see the fault between the two plates, along with ancient lava flows. The volcanic activity is a clear feature of the island, and one of the reasons it is popular as a tourist centre. Over the time that man has inhabited this island, there have been many events of volcanic activity shaping the island and its people. Iceland has pipes laid in the ground to provide heating and hot water, which, if the eruption takes place, could break and produce more problems as winter is drawing in. This is a waiting game in which you can only sit it out and pray for the best. What is called the Fagradalsfjall volcano is one of the likely sites of this destructive event. When you look at the area covered by this threat to the Blue Lagoon, it is right there by the power plant. The town of Grindavik is to the south, and the whole area around there is suffering from earthquakes and the effects of rising magma. We wish the people of Iceland well and hope that this doesn't do the damage that many suggest will happen. The media are thriving on all the horrible possibilities, with the idea of up to 10 years or more disruption. The Reykjanes Peninsula is also home to the international airport, so travel is another possible disruption. However, let us consider the Blue Lagoon. When we visited the lagoon, as seen here in this video, it was in November, and despite the cold, it was packed with tourists, all enjoying the hot water surrounded by lava and steam. The Icelandic Met Office is talking about the rising magma being very close to the surface now, and possibly likely to erupt within a few days. Others say that it may not erupt at all. It would appear that, as always, everyone is some kind of expert. I would love to know what is truly happening. We have just heard that the Blue Lagoon closed for the rest of the month, after having been closed for a week. The travel plans of many are being disrupted due to all the uncertainty. It's worth remembering that not too long ago, A massive eruption caused chaos over Europe as flights were cancelled and diverted due to the eruption of a volcano in 2010. Of course, aircraft are not the only things affected by the volcanic ash in the atmosphere, as animals breathe in small glass-like particles which can cause damage to the lungs. May we just pray that the islanders will be able to ride out this event as they have with many previous eruptions, and that the Blue Lagoon will be there for generations of travellers to come. However, due to the volcanic nature of the growing landmass of Iceland, it would be fair to conclude that eventually there is a chance that the Blue Lagoon will indeed be buried under lava flows from such a volcano.